video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can use a MIDI controller with Freestyler. We have the Akai APC Mini that we purchased off Amazon. It cost about $100. And I'll put a link in the description if you're interested in this particular one. We're going to go ahead and connect this to our computer using the provided USB cable. And once we connect this to the computer, you'll need to go ahead and install the drivers that are necessary. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and swap over to the screen view so you guys can see what we're doing here. The first thing we're going to do now after your drivers are installed is open up Freestyler. And this version we're using is 3.6.34. And as of this date, I believe that's the most current version of Freestyler that is out. To show you a little bit of what we're going to be programming, I'm going to click on my Q button. And here you will see we have a list of Q buttons we've already set up. And what we're trying to do is access these Q buttons using the MIDI controller. So as you see, when I click on different buttons, our lights would be doing different things with each button we click on. So I'm going to show you guys how to map those MIDI functions as well as the master speed. So I'm going to close this out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Setup, Freestyler Setup, and from this screen we're going to go to External Control. And in this drop down menu we're going to select MIDI Control. And from this screen here we have the top options that says no input, and across from it no output. What we're going to do is go ahead and hit the drop down menu, select the MIDI device that we have connected. And for, let's see here, for input we're going to put in APC Mini, that's what we have connected. For output we're going to put the same thing. And then we're going to hit start, and this will allow Freestyler to now start accepting commands from the controller. When we're looking in this menu, one thing to note is that the different functions that we have highlighted in this light blue color, and I'll scroll down so you can see more of those. These functions are to be set using a rotary knob or a slider. So I'll show you guys how to do that as well. It's pretty simple. So the first thing that we'll do is that we're going to find the particular function that we want to program. And as I scroll down, I've actually already set some of ours. So let's see here. Okay, here it is. So the 16 buttons that you guys saw earlier in our queue, these are those 16, showing 15 there. One more time, there it is, the 16th one. So these are the 16 buttons that, as you can see, it's already showing MIDI channels there, or MIDI values. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight the one we're wanting to set. We're going to click Learn. Now, once we click Learn, we'll move over to the MIDI controller. So let me swap views so you guys can catch a view of what I'm doing on the controller here. Okay, so now you guys can see what we have in front of me. So we have just clicked Learn, and what we're going to do is just hit the button that we're wanting to map. Once we have done that, then we click Learn again, and what that does is it takes it back out of learning mode. Now we can continue with the next cue list. So the second button, it's the same process. We click Learn, and then we're going to hit the next button that we're wanting to program. So once that is done, again we click Learn again to exit the learning mode. And you're going to just repeat this process for each cue button that you want to assign. Now we're going to go back up here to the top where we're going to look for the master speed. So master speed we have here. In this case, as you see, it's highlighted in blue, so that means this function is to be used with a rotary knob or a slider. In this case, we are going to be using a slider. So we click on master speed, we click on learn, and then the master slider, we want to control the master speed. We're just going to adjust that through its max and bring it back through its min or minimum, and then click learn. And that is it. You do this for each function in Freestyler that you want to program or map. Once you've done that, you click save. Once you have saved it, then you can go back and see what you've done. So in this case, I'm wanting to select the hold up in white, which is a particular scene we've created. I hit that. And as you see now, it is taking control of over those functions using the MIDI controller. And also with the slider, I bring that up. As you see, the slider is now controlling the master speed of the scenes. So you guys, it is that simple to map in MIDI. All right, you guys, so remember to like and subscribe, and if you have any comments or questions, just make sure you leave them below. And we will also put links to that MIDI controller that we were using, as well as Freestyler.